What's that? All right. Dude, does that matter? All right. Okay. All right. Do I stay on this? All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the In Command podcast. We are live for the Commanders Eagles Friday night stream. I got my boy Chase on here. Chase, how you doing?
Good.
How you feeling about the game on Sunday?
Easy win.
Easy win?
I'm just playing. Probably a close game though.
Yeah, division rivalry. Carson Wentz's revenge game. We'll see what happens. But what'd you say?
I think it's gonna be like a really close game.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be kind of a low scoring game, like in the 20s.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Our defense has been
Yeah,
playing like shit. So I don't know. I mean, it's
that's
gonna be
true.
hard because I don't know if we're gonna be able to contain Jalen Hurts. Our
Yeah.
defensive line has not been able to get any pressure, and
Mm-hmm. And you can go.
our secondary looks awful. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We got the best O line in the league with like Kelsey, Johnson, and like
Hmm.
two second round picks.
Yeah.
So against the line, I think most likely win the run game.
Yeah. I mean, it's called DeAndre Swift ran all over us.
You
Amon
get
St.
over.
Brown cooked us. We were just getting cooked everywhere on defense. So, I mean, yeah, you guys got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard,
Mm-hmm.
Sanders. It's gonna be a tough game, but I don't know. We definitely can't play like we did last week.
Yeah, especially in the first half.
So what are your thoughts on how the Eagles been looking so far? I mean, obviously they beat the Vikings.
I
What was it?
think I think we're gonna be like 12-5, like around there. I think we're looking
Mm,
pretty good. I think Jalen, he looked pretty good, but I'm not sure he's gonna be really consistent. I if he's consistent, if he plays like that all year, like
yeah.
at least like 80% of what he played like last night. No, I mean Monday. Um, I'd say we could go about 12-5.
Yeah, I mean, cause Darius Slay was locking up Justin Jefferson, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how our receivers are gonna match up against you guys' secondary. I'm hoping they can get more separation than they did last week because I mean the Lions secondary had them on seatbelt um,
Mhm.
last week. But yeah, Terry McLaurin was getting locked up, Jahan was getting locked up, and Curtis was getting locked up in the first half. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I know Darius Slay definitely had Jay Jetta's on locks. What do you have? Two picks?
Yeah, yeah. He could have had like four, but he dropped a few.
Yeah. Um. All right. We'll see. I want to know what are your three keys to the Eagles winning the game on Sunday?
I think we need to run the ball because we have one of the best lines. You guys don't have a
Yeah.
great D line. Run the ball. Get Jalen some LPOs. I mean,
Mhm.
like read options, LPOs, stuff like that. And we gotta have Jalen's gotta pass the ball a little bit because we have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Gotta, and like Sanders against like your secondary is not that good. It's like Kendall Fuller
Oh
and
no, it's not. William Jackson. I mean, when we first signed out, he's supposed to be one of the best man-to-man corners in
Mhm.
the league, but he's looked like shit. So yeah, he looks like a terrible signing right now. We're paying him like $14 million a year to look like this. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's bad. But I mean, if Jalen Hurts can just play like 70% of what he played last week, I mean, it's gonna be a tough game because um I feel like last year you really just had to worry about Jalen Hurts running the ball. I mean, obviously he could throw a
Mhm.
little bit, but I mean now if he can throw the ball like he did on Monday night, I mean it's gonna be tough because, like, even if we cover everything downfield, like we still have to worry about Jalen Hurts escaping the pocket. So that's why I think it could be dangerous. But
Mhm.
um, we'll
Uh,
see. But so those were your three keys to the game were you guys got to run the ball.
Read
Jalen Hurts has got to
options
get the ball to your playmakers. Yeah,
and read options. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So my three keys to the game is number one, we gotta contain the Eagles running game. We gotta contain Jalen Hurts. Because if you guys I remember last year, it was a close game. It was what, 20-16.
Yeah.
Um, I thought we contained your running game pretty good in the first half, but I feel like in the second half, Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, they got going. They kind of ran all over us, and they ended up winning the game. And you guys do have one of the best rushing games in the league. So if
Hmm.
we allow you guys to get going in the run game, then that's gonna open up play action, and then that's where you guys got AJ Brown, Devontae
Hmm.
Smith. Um, but yeah, so my number one key is stopping the run against the Eagles. Um, my second key, man, is we have to get the damn run game going. Antonio Gibson, he averaged like 2 yards a carry last week against
Hmm.
the Detroit Lions or something like that. He was getting stuffed, and since we don't have Brian Robinson right now, we really don't have a legit running back because Antonio Gibson is not a legit running back. Like, he's not a full time back. He's a
Yeah.
guy that you can maybe give carries every once in a while, but he can't come in on first down, second down, and third down. He's just not like that. Um, Now, thankfully, he hasn't fumbled in the last 2 weeks. Um, but we can't have Carson Wentz throwing the ball 45 times every game. We're not going to win that way.
Yeah.
Um, and then my third key to the game is we can't let AJ Brown go off because what do you have? He had like 10 catches and 155 yards against the
Yeah.
Lions, and then what did he do last week? Do you know where stats were?
He had like 7 receptions. No,
Yeah.
5 receptions for 69 yards.
Yeah, so I mean the Vikings, they didn't do horrible on him.
Yeah. But that game he like spread the ball more. Like
Yeah, yeah, he
this
had Quez
Lions.
Watkins,
Yeah.
Goddard, Devontae. Yeah,
In the first game, Devontae Smith had like zero catches.
yeah,
So.
yeah. So my third key is we gotta. Yeah, my third key is we gotta slow down the Eagles playmakers. But
Mhm.
yeah, all right. So we want keys to the game. Um, let's see. I want to know like what's your score prediction, for the game.
I think it's. I think it's gonna be either 24-16 Eagles.
Mhm.
I think that's kind of accurate because the game's always pretty close.
Yeah.
And if the Commandos win, I'd say I'd feel like it'd be like 30-27, 30-24, something like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, if we're gonna win the game, our offense has a carry. Actually, Jahan Dotson went out. I don't think he should have said this publicly, but he said the offense is gonna carry the team. So he basically took shots at the defense, and he's basically saying that the defense is shitty and the offense is gonna have to do everything. I don't know. I don't know why he said that publicly. We've had a lot of stuff going on like that we just did not need to say. Jack Del
Mhm.
Rio called out Jamin Davis publicly about how he needs to play better, but Jack Del Rio, his scheme is awful, so I don't know what he expects.
Yeah.
Um, so some of this stuff we got to keep behind um, closed doors. But yeah, my score prediction, I don't know. I think it's definitely gonna be a close game, but I just feel like it's gonna be like last year. Um,
Mhm.
we might get off to a fast start. Maybe we'll go up 10-0. Maybe I don't know. Um, but I think the Eagles win 24-20.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a close game.
Yeah. All right. So we just did score prediction. We did
Keys.
score prediction. Keys of the game. I want to know like what matchups are you looking at on Sunday?
I'm
Like,
looking at Darius Slay and Terry McLaurin.
all right.
'Cause
Yeah, yeah. Darius Slay versus Terry. That's gonna be a big one. But I don't know. I mean, Darius Slay definitely had Jay Jets on locks.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be hard for Terry. Um, Now, how many times? I think we've played the Eagles what like twice since you guys have had Darius Slay,
We got
or
Darius Slay in 2020. So
oh, so
like,
we've played you guys 4 times. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I think the last time Darius Slay covered Terry, he kind of held him. I think that was the game we went to. I think Terry had like 4 catches for 28 yards. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Darius Slay, he's a shutdown corner. But even if Terry's not getting involved, then I mean, hopefully that opens stuff up for Curtis and Jahan. But we'll
Yeah.
see. Um, yeah, one of my key matchups. Um, I mean, I got Wentz versus Hurts. I mean, I know they're not like going face to face like
Yeah.
against each other, but it's just like a QB battle. Obviously Wentz is playing against his former team. Jalen Hurts is trying to prove that he's that guy for the Eagles. So I think it's just going to be a big game for both of the quarterbacks. Um, but yeah. So do you have any more key matchups?
Honestly, not just Darius Slay and Terry McLaurin. I think the whole Eagles secondary versus whole Eagles. I mean,
Yeah.
whole Commanders receiving core because they both go
Yeah.
pretty deep.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't really know any other individual matchups besides Darius Slay and Terry McLaurin. Like is who's James Bradbury? Who would he be on? Would he be on Jahan
He'd probably be on
or Curtis? I don't know.
Curtis. Actually, I mean, we have
Maybe I don't know.
DJ Gardner Johnson. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
We got him in the off season from the Saints.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Um. But yeah, I mean, I'd say um probably our defensive line versus your guys' offensive line. Now it's gonna be tough for our defensive line because we couldn't get pressure on an average Detroit Lions offensive line, and we couldn't even get pressure on Jared Goff, who is not mobile at all.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be twice as hard to get pressure on a mobile quarterback with one of the best offensive line. Um, so it's gonna be tough, but I mean, I need to see if this D line can get pressure. So that's a big matchup for sure. Um, so I want to know what is like some of your stat lines like. What are you predicting Jalen Hurts' like stat line is gonna be like?
I think he'll
Like,
have like 250 passing yards and
mhm,
about 50 rushing yards. Maybe, I think one passing touchdown, one interception, and one rushing touchdown for him.
okay. Do you think he has any picks?
Yeah, I think he has one pick.
Okay. All right. What about Devontae Smith?
I think he'll have 6 receptions, 55 yards, no touchdowns though.
Okay. Um. All right. Here, give me one more. Go like Miles Sanders. How many like carries do you think he gets? How many rushing yards do you think he gets? And does he get any touchdowns?
I think he'll have 14 carries. 14 carries, 84 yards, and one rushing touchdown.
So you guys don't think you give Miles Sanders more carries than 14?
Well, I mean, we have Kenneth Gainwell. He takes a lot of the passing. He
Yeah.
takes a lot of the receptions away. Sorry, my sister's video.
I know you're good. You're good.
She's playing music. I should stop. I think we'll have a few receptions.
Yeah,
He-
Miles Sanders. Yeah.
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts also takes some of his carries away.
All right. All right. So you gave me three. All right. First up, for my stat predictions, I'm gonna go Carson Wentz. He needs to throw the ball at least like 8 to 10 times less than he did last game because I think he threw it like 43 last game. It needs to be like 35. So I'm gonna say Carson Wentz goes 26 of 35, 260 yards. Um, I'm gonna go 2 touchdown passes, 1 interception. Um, and then for Terry McLaurin, I'm gonna go. He gets 5 catches for like 60 yards. He gets 1 touchdown, so he gets one of Carson Wentz's 2 passing touchdowns. And then Curtis Samuel gets 4 catches for 40 yards and no touchdowns. Um, all right. Let's see what else should I ask. Hold on. Colin said, "What's up?" How many people do we have in here right now? We only have 2 people, I think.
Fine.
Colin said, "What's up?" We don't have any. We don't really have any chats in here right now.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. Okay.
I think Jalen Hurts is gonna get injured at some point this season. He just
Mm.
runs too. I think he runs too much. He had like
Yeah,
17 carries against
I mean,
Detroit.
he did throw the ball what 33
Yeah.
times against the. I think he was like 27 to 33 against
Mhm.
the Vikings.
Yeah.
Um, do you think the Eagles are gonna throw the ball like that much every game? Like, do you think Jalen Hurts will throw the ball 30 plus times against the Philadelphia Eagles? I mean, not my bad for the Philadelphia Eagles. I didn't mean to say against.
I don't think I don't think it's actually hold up. I gotta get my sister out of the room. She's
All
like
right,
sabotage.
all right, all right. Chase had to get his sister out of his room. All right. So Colin said, "What's up? We need more chats in here, man." But how y'all doing, man? It's a Friday night.
Okay. I think I don't think he'll throw 30 times. I think he'll throw under 30 times.
Yeah. So like, how many times do you think Hurts will throw
I'd
on
say
Sunday?
21 times to 27 times.
Okay. Yeah, 21. All right. So how the chat doing? We only have one person in here, but we're less than 2 days away from the game. Um, but yeah, it's a big game for us because we're 1-1. I mean, if we lose, it's not over, but it's just gonna be tough. I mean, we'll be what 1-2. We got the Cowboys next week. We're going up against Cooper Rush. We'll see how the Cowboys do on Monday night against the Giants. What do you think about the Giants possibly going 3-0? Do you think it's like a fluke, or do you think they're actually a legit team?
I think it's a fluke. I mean, they're
Yeah.
gonna play the Panthers, the Titans. Titans are not that good this year. They're
No,
pretty good.
no.
They play the Cowboys with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And then next week they play Chicago. So
Oh
I think you
yeah.
could go 4-0 and just
Yeah.
fall off of a cliff.
Yeah, I think the Panthers with like Sam Darnold started 3-0 last year.
Yeah.
And hold on, let me check what their record was at the end
There's
of the
always like
season.
that one team that starts off 3-0 and then
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple teams like that every year. They just have like they play bad teams to start the season. I'm checking the Panthers record right now. 2021. Um
5-11 maybe. Some
5-12. Damn, they fell off a cliff.
yeah.
They're bad. I think they were like 5-5 at one point too,
Mhm.
and they lost 7 in a row.
Yeah.
Um, so do you think the Philadelphia Eagles have the NFC East on locks?
I'd say this week kind of determines it.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys start out 3-0, I mean, I feel like the Giants, it's a fluke. You guys won't have to worry about it. Even if they win, you guys are both 3-0. But yeah, I mean, it's tough if we start out 1-2. It's not completely over for the division, but like, I don't know. We don't. We have to at least play like a good game. Like I need to at least see something from this team. If we go out and we play like we did it, like I swear to God, if we are down 22 nothing at halftime, I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk out of that dump fire of a stadium and I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
So we better not be losing 22 nothing at halftime. Against the Detroit Lions too, like it's just frustrating because we went 1-0. We finally won a season opener. I don't think we've won a season opener in a few years. I think the last time we did it was against you guys in
Yeah.
2020. So it's been a couple years. So I thought we were finally gonna start out 2-0, first time in like 2011, and then we went out there and we folded. We played like shit. We tried to get back in the game, but um, the Lions responded well, and on a 3rd and 15, we couldn't tackle DeAndre Swift, and that ended up. I think that was like the play that really hurt us.
Yeah.
Um,
You guys also went for
yeah.
2. Not
That
this.
was dumb as shit, man. There's been plenty of times where Ron Rivera goes for two in just dumb ass situations. I'm talking about like, I remember in 2020 we got swept by the Giants. Um, the first time we played him in New York, we tied the no. We were down by 7. We scored a touchdown, so we are down by 1 with like 20 seconds left, or maybe even less than that. And we went for 2 to try to win the game. We called a terrible play on the 2-point conversion, and it ended up being incomplete, and we lost the game. Like, why don't you just kick the extra point, go to overtime, and see what you can do and give yourself a chance. Like, because it's just like if, yeah, if you get it, you win the game. But also, if you don't get it, then the game is over. I'd rather just kick the extra point and just see what happens in overtime.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, you
I
could
don't
get the ball.
understand. Also, what was it? We were down by 14. Yeah, it was 29-15. We scored a touchdown. It was 29-21, and um, Scott Turner, he was like, "Oh yeah, we probably have all the momentum right now. I'm gonna go for two, and we're gonna try to go down by six. And if we get the ball back, we're gonna win it." That's probably what he was thinking. And then we don't get it, and then the Lions scored a touchdown, and then they got the extra points, 36-21. Then we scored a touchdown, and Joey Sly missed the extra point, and the game is over. And if we didn't go for two there, then we would have been only down eight. But Joey Sly, man, if I see one more missed kick, I mean, I don't know, man. We've our kickers have been awful these past 2 years. But um, yeah. So what's it? What do you think about the Cowboys? Do you think like they'll be all right until Dak comes back,
I,
or
I've
I
heard
mean,
some rumors that Dak might come back in like week 5 or something, but
yeah,
if they're like 2-2, I'd say they might have a chance to win the NFC East.
yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, they definitely looked. They look. Cooper Rush looked pretty good against the Bengals. Now I know the Bengals defense isn't the best, but I mean for a backup, and he also won a game for them last year. He started against the Vikings on what was it, Monday Night Football? Or no, Sunday night.
Sunday.
It was Sunday Night Football, and Cooper Rush. I think Dak was out for a game. I think he was like hurt or something like that, but he was out for one game. Cooper Rush started, and he ended up beating the Vikings. He was carving them up, and he looked pretty good against the Bengals. So Cooper Rush is not a bad backup to have. And I mean the Cowboys are 1-1. They play the Giants, which is a very winnable game. I actually think the Cowboys are gonna win that game. Um,
Yeah.
and then I think we play the Cowboys next. So I don't know, but the Cowboy. I mean, when they lost that Tampa Bay game, man, I thought they were gonna be off on like they're losing Dak for like 6 to 8 weeks. They gotta play Cooper Rush. And then they're playing the Bengals. That should be a definitely should be a loss. But they ended up winning. I mean, the Bengals they did not look good this year. But
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
like
Um, let's see. All right, so we talked about the NFC East. Let's see. Damn, we only have one chat still. Hold on, man. We gotta get more people in here. Hold up. Yeah, right now I think we only have two people in here. That's not good at all. I mean, we only got 10 subs, so I mean, these live streams might flop a little bit till we get it up, but yeah. So, what time are you gonna be at the tailgate on Sunday?
I think we're taking like an Uber down. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, I'll probably meet y'all at the stadium. I'll probably be there.
9:30.
Okay.
I feel like we should
Yeah.
like get breakfast somewhere though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be there at like 10:30. But yeah, I'll definitely I'm gonna try to vlog the game for you guys. It's gonna be fun, man. But I'm not sure if we can win the game, but I'm just hoping for a good game. I just hope we don't get blown out like we did last week. Um, we got Ben in here. We got Colin said Ben said yo. Hey, ask us some questions in the chat, man. It's low key getting boring on here. We need y'all to ask us some questions.
Yeah, you think we could get Ben to join and we could have like you can ask?
Uh, I don't know. I think that's gonna be hard. I gotta like share the link again. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely like pretty soon we can have like a bunch of people on here. We can get Ben, Ryan, who's a Giants fan. Um, I mean we got Eagles coming. Yeah.
Fail
So
season.
yeah, fail on here. So I mean the only thing is we don't have a Cowboys fan on here, so we can't do a full NFC's live stream. Oh wait, Colin just asked who will be the best player on the field. So like on Sunday, who will be the like best player on either team? Like just on the field.
I'd say it'd be like one of the quarterbacks.
So you think Jalen Hurts or Carson Wentz is gonna be the best player on the field?
I mean, I'm not. I feel like it'd be the quarterback. So like,
I
yeah.
don't.
No, I'm not.
I feel
You
like
know,
I feel like one of the wide receivers will. I don't know.
yeah. It's just like, I feel like somebody's gonna have like a big game.
I mean, it depends on how Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz play. I mean, if they're both playing well, then yeah, that could definitely happen. Um, but yeah, man, we're gonna be rolling up the FedEx Field. The Eagles are 2-0. We're 1-1. If we beat the Eagles, then we'll be well. I think if we beat the Eagles and the Cowboys beat the Giants, then the whole NFC East will be 2-1. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't love how we match up against the Eagles. I mean, you guys are a balanced football team for sure.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so like, how do you think the game's gonna like start out? Do you think like who do you think like takes the lead first?
I think.
Um,
I think football team's gonna lose coin toss. Well, not coin toss. I think they're gonna get whoever gets the ball first. Well, I don't think the Eagles are gonna score first drive. I think when football team gets it, their first drive, I think
mm,
they're gonna score a field goal,
yeah,
and then I think the Eagles are gonna score a field goal after that. Football team, I'd say scores a touchdown.
uh,
Eagles score another touchdown,
yeah,
and then I'd say they. I mean, they're not score another touchdown. They score a field goal, so it's 10-6. Football team doesn't score. The Eagles
mm,
score. They go for
yeah,
two to make it 14 instead of 13, so they can make it a two possession game. Well, I mean
yeah,
not two possession. So like football
yeah.
team can't tie with the field goal. Then I'd say they get it. Then the Eagles get touchdown 21-10. Football team gets
I'm gonna get to some of the chats in a minute. Here, you keep going, Chase. You keep going.
Eagles. I mean football team gets three.
Mm,
Eagles get stopped.
yep.
Football team gets stopped. Eagles get stopped again. And
All right, so wait, hold up. What do you think the score is gonna be at like halftime?
halftime, I would say like 14-10 around there.
Who do you
Kind
think is gonna be up? Eagles or
Eagles never really start the game really strong, so
yeah. So
what
how
was
do you
the score?
feel about you guys? Cause you guys, it was 24-7 at the half, right, on Monday night,
Let
and
me
then you guys, no one scored for the rest of the game. It was kind of weird.
yeah,
Um, I mean, the Vikings had so many chances. I've discussed
yeah.
this. And that's why I think we have a chance
Hmm.
because you guys look really dominant in the first half, but I feel like the Vikings. I mean, but part of that, the part of the reason is why the Kirk Cousins threw 3 picks is because I mean Darius Slay had hit Kirk Cousins number one wide receiver Justin Jefferson on lock, so he couldn't really do much.
Hmm.
And you guys' defensive line was getting in his grill. So I mean that's mainly because the Eagles' defense was able to hold up.
Hmm.
Um, but like, how do you feel about like? Do you think you guys like took your foot off the gas in the second half of that game, or do you think you guys were just trying to control the clock and just get out there with a win? You weren't really being too aggressive.
I'm pretty sure we controlled the clock because like after the game, I went on
Yeah.
Instagram and
Uh
then
huh.
I saw a reporter ask the offensive coordinator, and he said, "You guys were dominant in the first half, but you guys scored nothing in the second half." And he said that we
Yeah,
were just
but
too.
like football, I mean that's what like sometimes your offense is moving great, and sometimes you can't move the ball at all, and you can't do anything. Um, so I mean that's just the way it is sometimes. But when you but like here's my thing. The Commanders were losing 22 nothing at the half. They dominated the Lions in the second half, but it doesn't matter because they played so bad in the first half that it doesn't matter. I think we won the second half like 22-7 or something because it was 22 nothing. We ended up scoring 27 points. Oh wait, no, the Lions scored 14. So I think we won the second half 27-14. So we played really good in the second half, but it still wasn't enough. We still lost by 9 points. So that's my problem with people saying, "Oh yeah, you played good in the first half, but you didn't play good in the second half." If you go up 24-7 in the first half, you don't have to play that good in the second half to win the game.
Yeah,
So,
I think
um, But yeah. All right. Colin asks, how do you feel about the coaching on Sunday? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Ron Rivera gets frustrating as shit sometimes. Um, just like his decision making, like he has no awareness. Um, I mean, like, why are you going for two when we could just kick it and only be down by seven? Instead, you're trying to make it hard, and you go for two, you don't get it. Now you're down by 8 points, and you have to worry about getting a touchdown and getting the 2 point conversion.
Hmm.
Um, so Ron Rivera is just situational awareness. It's just not good sometimes. Um, Now Jack Del Rio, I mean, if I see like 2 more weeks of this shit, of everyone just getting carved up, um, him just sitting back. Like the number one problem with Jack Del Rio is it'll be like a 3rd and 5, and this man has the corners playing 10 yards off the ball, and it's like you're just gonna let the receivers get 7 to 8 yards,
Hmm.
and that he just gives him a free first down, and that this happens on first down a lot too. This is why we always find our defense in a hole, because it's 1st and 10. He's playing 10 yards off the ball, and we just let the offense get 6 or 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3, and then they can run the ball, and now we're on our heels. So that's the problem with Jack Del Rio, and he needs to be way more aggressive on Sunday. But if I see 2 more, I mean we've been dealing with this is Del Rio's 3rd year,
Yeah.
and I'm just sick of this shit, man. It's been the same stuff for 2 years now, and um, but yeah. And then as far as Scott Turner, I think he's doing his best, to be honest. I thought he was really good in week one. He wasn't great in the second game, but it's like, I mean, the offensive line was just terrible. It's not his fault that the receivers couldn't get open. I mean, Scott Turner's the offensive coordinator. His job, this is why I hate when people blame Scott Turner, because his job is to call plays. That's the only thing he can do, is set up Carson Wentz to, in the best position to succeed. That's the only thing he can do, and so if your offensive line isn't blocking and Carson Wentz has no time to throw, and then your wide receivers are getting clamped, all Carson Wentz can do is either throw the ball away or eat the sack. And I don't. That's not Scott Turner's fault. Um, and I think I love the way he's using Curtis Samuel. I love the way he's using Jahan Dotson. I think we need to get Terry McLaurin a lot more involved. But that also, sometimes Terry McLaurin's just gonna have games like that because we have a deep receiving core. So that's gonna happen sometimes. Oh, Chris is in here now. He said, "What's up, T? What's up, Chris? Make sure to ask us some questions in the chat."
Yeah.
um,
You guys also had like a good old lineman. Oh, he was all pro. I forgot his name. He left in the off season.
oh, Brandon Sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Jaguars now. I mean, that hurt us, but I think we had to get rid of him to get cap space. I'm not mad. Like, we usually have a top 10 offensive line, and our offensive line was really good in week one. Carson Wentz only got sacked one time.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I just think it was more the Lions' defensive line. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson. Um, who else do they have? Like, I can't. All I know is Aiden Hutchinson on their defensive line, but they
Yeah,
all.
that's all I really know.
Yeah, I mean, but the defensive line as a whole look really good. I mean, they were getting in Carson Wentz's face every play. It just seemed like every time he snapped the ball, they were already there. So,
Hmm.
um, but yeah. So, how are you feeling about the Eagles coaching so far? Like, how's Nick Sirianni been? Nick Sirianni been?
I think
Um,
I think Nick no, so all I've seen so far is like Nick Sirianni. He's like so far for the first 2 weeks, he's been like really good, and he has like like second year coaches have like usually win coach of the year, some things like
yeah,
that. I think he has a good chance of winning this year because last year they were okay. He came in first year 9-7. That's okay. They didn't really have
yeah.
any winning games against any playoff teams besides the Saints who had a backup
Yeah,
quarterback.
but I mean, yeah, you guys, I mean, obviously, I say this a lot. You guys, had one of the easiest schedules in the league, but like, what? I mean, here's the thing though, is people gotta look at that before they say that stuff. Like, shouldn't they have like looked at the schedule? Like, they're the ones that looked at the schedule even though you guys had one of the easiest schedules in the league and still predicted you to go 4-13.
Yeah,
But then, when you start winning games, then people start using that narrative. Um, and I'm part of that too. I said, I was, talking about how the Eagles had one of the easiest schedules in the league. And it was kind of just is a fluke, but you guys had a really good offseason. So
yeah.
yeah. But so
I
yeah,
don't like the defensive coordinator. Like
what
against
would
the
you say? You like
Dolphins,
him or you don't?
I don't. I think his name's like shoot. Hold on. I'm learning it like 5 minutes ago. I was thinking of it.
I can look him up real quick.
I got it. It's
Um, Jonathan Gannon.
yeah, Jonathan Gannon. And
Yeah.
whenever we're up, he plays too soft. He plays for them.
Yeah.
Like when you're against the Giant, I mean the Lions was like 24-14 at halftime. And then in the fourth quarter we were up 38-17. And then he just
Yeah.
then and then it came back and almost
Um.
won. We had to get a fourth down to win the game. So I think it's the Vikings. I mean, he was playing. The Vikings were driving down a lot, but like they just couldn't score in the red zone.
Yeah. Yeah. There was like three different times. Like I was in my bed. I was trying to watch the game on my phone, but like I like just joined YouTube TV on my new account. I'm not a member, and you have to pay like $70 for it. So I couldn't watch the game. I was pissed. But I was listening to TV, or I think I was watching a live stream, and I heard the Vikings are in the red zone, and then I hear that Darius Slay picked it or someone else. Then I heard that they're in the red zone again. Then I hear it's picked, and then I think yeah, they picked him off like three different times in the red zone. Um, but to your point about Jonathan Gannon playing soft, when you guys are winning by a lot, I think that's just something naturally defensive coordinators do when you're up by a lot,
He did it last year
because
as well.
yeah,
Like
I think a lot of defensive coordinators do that, and it's annoying. It's annoying, but I think when you get up by like, what were you guys up by in the fourth quarter? 17.
38-17.
It was 38-17.
Yeah.
What? I think you guys were up by like 17. I don't think it was 21. I think it was like 17. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I think it was 38-21 in the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Um, but I mean, most of the time, defensive coordinators they just don't want to give up anything big, and they're fine with like if it's the fourth quarter, you're fine with giving up underneath stuff, and then you just tackle and bounce, keep the clock running. If they have a long drive down 17 in the fourth quarter and they get a touchdown, and you still have a 10-point lead with like 7 minutes left, then it's really not that big of a deal. But I
Yeah.
mean, you definitely he let it get too close.
Yeah.
Um, but they usually don't want to give up big plays, and they just let you have underneath stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, hold on, let me get some of these chats. Ben said the Eagles are winning, bro.
And then
I was
last week.
I know. He said Eagles dub, but like
What?
on Sunday, like even after we lost to the Lions, me and him were getting hyped. We were like, we're gonna beat the Eagles. Um, so Ben, you think the Eagles are winning now? I
Man,
don't know.
no.
We'll see if he responds. Chris said, "What about the missed kick by Joey Sly after we just gave him an extension?" Um, Joey Sly, man, I can't see any more missed kicks from him, bro.
He's pretty
Like
old.
who, Joey Sly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we just haven't had a good kicker in so long. I mean, Dustin Hopkins, I think was good for like 1 year,
Yeah.
but he was awful. I mean, I still can't forget. This is when we tied with the Bengals. It was like 5 years ago, maybe even six, when we had Kirk Cousins, and our offense was like top three that year, like in yards, because Kirk Cousins. I mean, he can sling the ball. We had good receivers. We didn't really have a run game. We didn't really have a defense. Um, but Kirk Cousins can sling the ball. He's a good like stat quarterback. So we were like top three in offense. Our offense scored a lot. They can move the ball. But I remember it was tied, and Dustin Hopkins missed like a 30-yard field goal. And then it went into overtime when we could have just easily won the game. Um, but yeah, Joey Sly, I can't see any more missed kicks. What was his extension? Like how many years did we give him? Joey Sly contract Chris, do you know what the extension was, Joey Sly? It was we gave him like I think we extended for like another year and we gave him like 2 million. Um, but yeah, I mean, dude, he's got to clean this shit up. I can't see any more missed extra points from Joey Sly because like the game was over after that when he missed the kick. Um, because you're down by 9. If he had made it, we would have still had a chance. I don't think the defense would have gotten a stop anyways. Um, so I don't know, but still, man. I mean, you can't be missing extra points like that. Um, but yeah. So I just kind of went on a rant about Joey Sly. Um, we've been live for like 40 minutes. All right. So Ben, I'm trying to Ben. Why do you think the Eagles are winning? Like, I mean, I kind of feel that way, but like, I don't know. A few days ago, we were both feeling real good. I mean, I guess because of the way the Eagles played on Monday night. Um, yeah, but I don't know. Let's see. Wait, Chase, you still there?
Oh, yeah, hello, hello,
Oh,
hello.
okay. All right. But who do the Eagles have after this week?
Okay, I'll tell you after this. I'll tell you how much games I think they'll win.
You
Yeah.
said 12-5 at the start of the season, right?
Yeah. Okay. Commanders. After the Commanders, they play the Jags, the
Oh,
Cardinals.
that's that. Actually, I mean the Jags didn't look.
Yeah, they look okay.
Yeah,
Jags, the Cardinals, but the Cardinals don't have D Hop. Then the
hmm
Cowboys, then the Steelers, then the Texans, then you guys again, then the Colts who suck. Then the
yeah,
Packers. The Packers are still really good. They just suck in week one.
yeah.
Titans, we could probably still win that. Giants, I think we go 1-1 against the Giants. Chicago, and then Dallas, and then the Saints, and then the Giants again.
Damn, a lot of the like. I feel like you guys can win a lot of those games. Damn. Um, I mean, it
Yeah.
feels like every game on that schedule should be win. I mean, like, who's the hardest team you guys play this year?
Packers.
That's not bad at all. That's really good.
Because
And
Colts are,
especially you guys are supposed to be one of the best teams in the NFC. I mean, if your hardest game's the Packers, who I
yeah,
don't know if they're gonna be, they have no wide receivers. Um, you're in a pretty good spot. Um,
yeah,
I mean, their best receivers what Lazard,
yeah,
something like that. I mean, they have a good like they still have Aaron Rodgers. They still have a really good run game with AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones.
mhm.
Um, and Rodgers, finds a way to work with what he has, but I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean, if that's not bad for your hardest game.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but what I'm trying to say, Ben. So Ben, why do you
I'll,
think the Eagles are gonna win?
I'll text him.
All
Oops.
right.
Uh, damn. Tristan's asking
I mean,
why
they play really good on Monday night.
the Eagles
I mean,
win.
I'm low-key scared too. Like I don't think um it's gonna be a really hard game. So we'll just have to see. We gotta at least play a good game, man. If we look awful again, I don't know. I mean, changes need to be made um if we look bad again. But yeah,
Mhm. Like, you
like
guys,
Ron Rivera is gonna have to just grow up and fire his homeboy Jack Del Rio if we get like 30 balled again, man. Because I'm not trying to go to FedEx Field and watch the Eagles put up a 30 piece and maybe more. Um, so hopefully the defense can at least hold the Eagles at like 25 points or under. Um, something like that. But ask us more questions in the chat, man.
so after 2 weeks, what do you think the Commando schedule is going to be? I mean,
Um, like
okay,
record.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Let me look at our schedule. I still think 10-7 is possible. I mean, it's 1 week, but I don't know, man. We'll have to see how we look this week. Um, I don't know. I'm worried that we're gonna be inconsistent. Carson Wentz is a roller coaster quarterback. I mean, I'm fine to deal with that. I'm fine to hop on the roller coaster. I'll take him any day over Taylor Heineke, who has a noodle arm, and our offense was like 5 yard outs and just check downs and
Yeah.
we just couldn't do anything. We there on our 4 game winning streak. We were just winning games like 17-15, and it wasn't sustainable. And then we ended up losing. Um, and so with Taylor Heineke, you can't win 9 or 10 games. But I
Yeah.
believe with Carson Wentz, you can. If he can, just play clean football. I mean, he only had 7 interceptions last year. He had 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. Now
Mhm.
I think he already has 3 interceptions, so I think he's definitely gonna throw more than 7 this year.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, all right. Let me look at our schedule. All right, so the Eagles this week, I think it's. I think you guys beat us by like 4 points. I think
Mhm.
that's a loss. 1-2. The Cowboys at home. That's not going to be an easy game, but I think we pull that off. I got us winning against the Cowboys. All right, so that puts us at 2-2. Um, then we play the Titans, and Titans are ranked. Some people are ranking the Titans the worst team in the league right now, man. I mean, what did they lose to by like 40 to the Bills?
Mhm.
And then they lost to the Giants on a missed field goal.
Yeah.
Um, and then we got the Bears Monday night in Chicago. I think that's a win, three and
Yeah.
two.
That's a win.
Packers at home. I think the Packers beat us. Dropped to
Mhm.
3-3. The Colts, they look really bad. Philip
Yeah.
Rivers looked awful. And
Cleaning.
they lost 24-0 to the Jaguars, which I don't know how. I mean, you got to be really bad to lose to the Jaguars. Like
Yeah.
to lose to the Jaguars alone. I mean, I know we only beat them by 6 points. I mean, I really think we should have beat them by like 20, but I think we had turnovers that costed us. The Curtis Samuel fumble when we were driving again
Mhm.
kind of let the Jaguars back in the game. But losing them 24-0, it's one thing. Like maybe if you just have an off game, and both teams are just going at it, and you lose a clip 24-0 though.
Yeah.
Um, but I think we beat the Colts and improved to 4-3. The Vikings at home against Kirk Cousins. I think that's like a blackout game. I think we're gonna wear our all black. I think it's our first game where we're gonna wear all
Yeah.
black jerseys. Um, I'm gonna give us a win against the Vikings, 5-3. We got you guys at Philly. I don't want to predict that you guys are gonna sweep us, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's in Philly. If we're gonna beat the Eagles this year, it's got to be on Sunday. I think
Yeah, when else do we play you guys? On like Monday?
week 10. I think Monday night,
Mm.
November 14th at 8:15. But yeah, if we're gonna split with you guys, I think we have to beat you guys on Sunday.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. 5-3. I think. Hold on. I'm gonna say we beat you guys on Sunday because I think we get one against you. All right, hold up. So let me fix it. Let me fix it. All right, so 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-5-2. All right, I think we're 6-3. Then we lose to you guys on Monday night at Philly. So then we drop to 6-4. Then we play the Texans. I think that's a win.
That's a win.
We improved to 7-4. I don't think we go to 8. I feel like we're gonna get upset here. Hold up. All right, I got us beating the Falcons, improving to 8-4, but then I got us losing to the Giants at New York. I think that we might split with the Giants this year. I don't know if we'll be able to sweep them. So I think we lose the Giants, go to 8-5, beat the Giants at home, go to 9-5, lose to the 49ers in San Francisco. That puts us at 9-6. Um, let's see. I got us losing to the Browns, going 9-7, and then I think we beat the Cowboys. I think we sweep the Cowboys, and beat them at home week 18. So I got us going 10-7 still, man.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my same prediction. I'm not changing it after one loss. Now, obviously, if we lose on Sunday, we're in a little bit of trouble. I don't think it's panic time yet,
Mhm.
but um, if we look bad against you guys, there might need to be some changes to be made. I don't know like how short of a leash Jack Del Rio has right now. Um, I think he could be like let's say we give up like 35 points in the next two games, like each.
Yeah.
Like we give up 35 points to the Eagles, and then somehow the Cowboys score like I don't know. But the defense just has like two more awful games. I don't know, man. I just think it might be time to move on from Jack Del Rio. There's no more like, oh, he's just getting used to the defensive players. They're trying to fit in the system. Bullshit. It's his third year. He needs to grow up and start blitzing more, and he needs to have his players playing more than he needs to have his corners playing closer than 10 yards off the ball. They need
Yeah.
to be up on the receivers. I'm not saying you have to like press them all the time. I mean, obviously, sometimes it's not a good idea to press wide receivers, especially if they're fast.
Yeah.
But you gotta at least be like 5 yards off
Hmm.
the receiver. You cannot be 10 yards off the wide receiver. So I say 3 to 5 yards off the wide receiver. Um, but yeah. So I still got us going 10-7. Um, but we'll see. Um, you got anything else?
No, not really.
All right. Let me see if any more questions come in here. Um, but you ready for the game on Sunday?
Yes, sir. We need like tailgate. Like remember the field we were at?
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jason
That was lit. Yeah.
with like if me, you, Ben, Colin,
Mm,
and Jason go, we give you like
yeah.
3-on-2, but like an all-time quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. I'll probably be there like 10:30. So yeah, we can probably we should probably go in the stadium like 12:15.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be fun as hell. I'm definitely gonna try to get a vlog up for you guys. But yeah, y'all see some of my reactions to the game. I mean, I'm gonna bring it at FedEx Field, man. I'm gonna be going crazy. Um, I'm gonna be getting loud, but hopefully, it's a close game. Um, but yeah, I don't think we have any more chats in here.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man. Hey, thanks for coming on the channel.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
this was fun. Yeah, we should definitely do this sometime else. Um, sometime soon.
Hmm.
Maybe with like Ben, Ryan, um, Chris. But yeah, I mean we'll definitely like do like a full NFC East like weekly live stream
Yeah.
sometime soon. But yeah, man, thanks for having me on the. I mean, thanks for coming on the stream.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, see you Sunday.
You too. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. All right. All right. Chase just left the stream. I'm gonna talk to you guys for another 10 minutes. Um, but yeah, if you guys want to ask me anything else, I'm here, man. Let's see. This live's doing a little bit better. It's got what 8 views. Um, but yeah, I had Chase on here for what 53 minutes. That was fun, man. Um, but yeah, how y'all feeling about the game? We're what less than 48 hours from the game. Um, I'm excited, man. I'm ready to have a good ass time at FedEx Field. Um, yeah. So hopefully Carson Wentz can carve up the Eagles defense. I think Eagles got a good ass secondary. So it's gonna be tough for Carson Wentz, but he's gonna have to show the Eagles what he can do, man. It's a big revenge game, but we'll see what happens for sure. Um, Here, hold up, give me a second. Um, but yeah, we've been live for like 54 minutes. Alright. Um, but let's see. If we don't get any more chats in here for the next like 5 minutes, I'm probably gonna hop out. I'm probably gonna hop off here. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, definitely look forward to doing more of these, man. We our next stream will be Monday, probably like Monday. Probably Monday night at like 7 or 8 o'clock. We'll be recapping the Washington Commanders and Eagles game. Um, I don't think I'll have. I probably won't have anyone on here. For it, I'll probably just be on here by myself. But um, yeah, man. These streams have been fun. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people. Hold on, who do we have it? I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes for the chat, but yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get that vlog up for you guys. Definitely gonna be vlogging. Like me going to the game. I'm gonna vlog some of the warm ups, and then obviously definitely vlog some of the game. And if it's a close game, man, and like let's say it comes down to like the last drive, I'll definitely like record that like last drive. Like let's say we're winning 24-20, and the Eagles got the ball. I'm gonna record that last drive, man, and that the vlog is definitely. I think I can see that like blowing up. Um, you know. But Colin said he's gonna head out. All right, man. Thanks for coming on here, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone who comes on here, and joining this live stream, man. Thank you guys for y'all the ones that making this fun, man. Because without you guys, coming on here, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to on here. So I appreciate you guys coming on here, asking some questions. But yeah, man. But the thing is, like, I might, like pause for like 30 seconds sometimes on here because, um, like if I don't, like, let's say, I'm talking with someone, like, I have someone on the stream, and we're talking about stuff, but then like, I don't really know what to ask them, next. I might, you guys ask us some questions, man. Um, but like as soon as this channel keeps growing, we'll obviously get more people in here and we'll have, a lot more chats than we have right now. Um, so that'll definitely be, a lot better. And this is only what my second stream, so I'm still learning. Um, but yeah. All right. All right, I'm probably gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for watching, man, and making this a good live stream, man. Hey man, I can't wait for Sunday. Let's hope we get this dub. But um, it's your boy in command. I'm out. Peace.